In a country where we have only 4 women out of 109 senators, Senator Natasha challenged Senate President when he tried to dismiss her, and Nigerian women are cheering her courage. In Nigeria, women are raised to be respectful, to know their place, to defer to men. Even in important meetings like family meetings, they are expected to be quiet while the men make the decisions. But in February 2025, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan did something many Nigerian women are told not to do. She stood up for herself. And on a national scale too. Some call her stubborn, but for many Nigerian women, her actions were empowering. What happened? Senator Natasha arrived at the house and found out that her seat was changed. The reason they gave her was that some members changed parties. So it's like party members sit together. So they had to change it to reflect the changes. So she tried to say something in protest, but the Senate President had no time to hear her out. He kept interrupting her in a dismissive way and ordered her to go sit in her new seat. Not Senator Natasha. She refused to back down and stood her ground.
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising.
So the Senate President ordered the security to remove her, but she did not move. She stood her ground. This isn't about just a Senate sitting position. This is about a system where women are told to be quiet and know their place. How many times have women been called difficult or stubborn when they choose to stand up for themselves? Nigeria has one of the lowest female representation in government. In a country where we have only 4 women out of 109 senators, moments like this are gold. Women and even some men are applauding Senator Natasha because, love her or hate her, you can't argue that to stand in a room full of some of the most powerful men in Nigeria and challenge the most powerful man in that room is on another level. I hope you know Senator Natasha was not just blabbing when she spoke. She was laying serious allegations on the Senate President, allegations of discrimination and dehumanization by the Senate President. According to her, the president has been systematically silencing her since the nightclub incident, preventing her from taking the second reading of her bills. Everybody remembers that incident that went viral and the Senate president was made to apologize. But it be like say still carry her for mind. And it seems they were one school. Senator Akpabio was at her wedding and her son's first year birthday party. Let's be fair. Some say Senator Natasha was too stubborn, that she could have handled it differently. Well, maybe, but this was an opportunity for her to let Nigerians hear her out and see the fight she's up against in that house. And if she had backed down, what message would that send to women watching or to the Senate President himself? That she's to be dismissed like a pesky fly? This moment wasn't just about Senator Natasha. It's about breaking a cycle. And that's why Nigerian women everywhere are loving it. And let's remember, the Senate President one time had been in the same position protesting a change of his seat. But the then Senate President Saraki was gracious enough to hear him out. So what do you think? Do you think Senator Natasha is a good example for our young girls to have their voices heard in the male-dominated space? And how about our Senate House? Why don't we have more women in the House of Senate? Thank you for watching. Please do well to like this video and check out our other videos on the channel. Stay safe out there.